everyone. All right, continuation from the last video. I have trimmed the foil off of here and on the bottom. This of course needs more cleanup, but we'll do that later. I've attached double-sided tape onto each side. I actually had to cut one side of the foil down because it was just not even. I mean, they're still pretty much not even, but hopefully it's not gonna be that noticeable, and it's just a practice cup, so we're gonna go with that. So double-sided tape is down. I'm not gonna do anything with that right now. I have BT here that I'm gonna use to apply this glitter. So let's get started on that. I like to apply my glitter with BT because I feel like it adheres very well and it doesn't dry as fast as EP does. And I just brush it on. And right now I'm just gonna do this section. I'll come back and clean this up and then glitter the bottom later. So for now, this is all we're gonna do. Runnage over here, so just going to wipe that off. Okay, so everything's coated. Make sure I don't have a lot up here. It's different. I normally do this on my turner, so this is kind of a different experience here. Okay. Stay there. And then I'm just going to wipe some of this off. That looks pretty good. And I'll let this dry for 4 hours. I'm gonna hang it up on one of these, which is just a dollar store paper towel holder. And I will come back and check it, and then we will proceed to the next step. Alright, so today we are going to take the double-sided tape off and we're going to put some chunky glitter here, and I'm going to use this pretty color shift purple gold color. Off camera I did a coat of E6000 so this doesn't move. I did the bottom, cleaned everything, cleaned my tape off so whenever I pull it up I'm not throwing glitter everywhere. So let's see how this is gonna do. This color is so pretty. And I'm just pressing it onto the tape really good. then once I do the other side, I'm going to E6000 both of them and let that dry for about 20 or 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna go put it on the turner after I clean up all this excess. So that went pretty good. If I can grab it. So this is what we have so far. I'm going to clean all this up. I will E6000 over this part right here, and then this part. And the next time I join y'all, we will be putting it on the turner for our EBT. All right, so now we're going to add bright tone. I'm gonna do it by the hang method so that way you can watch me apply it and then we're done. I did E6000 this and smushed it really good on both sides. That way they'll lay down flat. So my little mason jar, just a regular little makeup brush from the dollar store. Dip it, let it drip, and then I'm just going to paint it on. And that's gonna be it. Then I'll let it hang for 4 hours and dry, and then I'll come back and repeat the process. So you don't want a lot on there, you just want enough to get it covered. I'm just gonna continue doing the rest of that, and I'm gonna do, like I said, the hang method, and then I'll come back in 4 hours and do another coat. Hey everyone, okay, so when I have applied 3 coats of BT on this already, but when I sand it, I don't know if you can see it, I scratched the paint off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to paint over this with brown. I made brown with Universal White, EP, and the Pigment 6 and 7. So that's what we're gonna do today. And hopefully it goes well. And I'm just gonna use a regular little paintbrush because I don't want it to get everywhere. And hopefully it works and doesn't make a mess. So yeah, definitely when you're sanding over the foil, be super careful. Hey everyone, all right, so the last time I changed the color of this to brown. It now has 3 coats of BT on it. I have lightly sanded it. Glitter is almost ready for me to put vinyl on and then cover it up with paint because I'm doing the peekaboo. I did have a little accident right there, scratched that off. And I was lightly sanding, but apparently got a little heavy-handed. So I was just gonna let y'all see how I do my coats of BT, and I'm doing the hang method for this whole cup to see if I like it better than using a turner. So, got my BT in a little common bottle, and I just put some on. Just want to make sure that it's all covered. See, it's not really that much on there. coated except for the bottom, and what I'm gonna do is, I have been using these Core water bottles. They are excellent to put your cups on. So I know you can't see because of the camera angle, but I'm just gonna put that on there and then I'll just do the top. So until next time. All right, so we are fixing to change this up again because I'm just not feeling this color. So I have the Craft Neat Pigments number 6, number 7, and I'm going to dab them on with this. So hopefully it's going to give me the look that I'm feeling like I would like. So today we are going to add the decals for the peekaboo. I have sanded the cup down. I have added electrical tape to cover the chunky glitter, so whenever I get done with the decals and we get ready to paint over it, it won't get where I don't want it to be. So let's see, I want to go for a leather look, so I just have all these little random decals, and I'm hoping that it's going to turn out like I envision it in my head. So we shall see. And I'm probably not going to make y'all watch the whole time that I'm putting on decals because that would get tedious and you would probably get really bored. So I will just place a few and then stop the video and come back and show you the next step. Vinyl to just peel off, that would be great. So like the way I have it envisioned, it's gonna be beautiful, but you know, we won't know that until it's done. Just make sure all of them are pressed down really good because you don't want it to, the paint to get up under there. Cannot wait to see this cup finished. Alright, so this is what we have so far. I'm going to continue filling up these spots and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Alright, so got it on. I think it's going to look pretty good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my EP, I'm going to cover this up. That way when I get ready to paint over it, none of the paint will get up under the vinyl. Hopefully, that's the goal. All right. So we've got the vinyl on. I did a coat of BT. I have taped off around everything that I do not want anything on. So now I'm going to do a coat of universal white and get it ready for a peekaboo. All right, today we're gonna do the wood grain on this. I now have 2 coats of the universal white. Everything's still taped off. We're going to use pigments number 6 and 7. So we're just gonna start by drawing some lines on here. Just gonna brush it in. All right, got a phone call that was coming in, so it killed the video, but I've switched brushes, so. Go back and try this again. You just hate it when you're trying to do something and then people just call you like, what were y'all doing 10 minutes ago when I wasn't doing anything? All right, so now we get to do the fun part. We're going to pull up the vinyl, and I'm sure that a little bit of the paint got up under there because I have a bubble, so let's just start there. And you're gonna wanna be careful so you don't pull up anything extra. So yeah, got a little bit of white right there. So I'll just take a little bit of acetone on a Q-tip and get that off. Alright, so you get the general idea. I'm digging it so far. I'm going to go ahead and pull the rest of this off, and then we'll proceed to the next step. Alright, so I've taken all the vinyl off, touched up the little spots that needed to be touched up. Now we are going to put a coat of bright tone on. look at that shine. I am so excited. All right, we are at 3 coats right now, and I'm just going to show you how to lightly sand. I already started this, but I'll go ahead and go over it again. You're just really barely going to touch the cup because it's not going to take a lot. And we're just getting those peaks off of it. And with something that looks like that. So I'm going to wash it off, dry it real good, and then I'm going to BT it and hang it up again.